May Slope.
West Coast 3-0s, you already know SDC, what's happening?
Live from the can. A lot of people been chiming in lately and whatnot. But
Oh yeah.
I remember this kid named Bootchie from back in the day.
Norman?
Yeah,
Norman, he ain't even worthy of a gangster name no more. Norman is his real name, you feel me?
Yeah, he ended up doing some real sucker shit and everything else. I want to get into that, and I want to find out how you even got tied in with this sucker nigga.
Man, look, alright, I'm gonna let you know how we really got connected, you feel me? Like, it was like early 2001, you feel me? I had just came from Virginia because mom, you feel me? She moved me out to Virginia to get me out of trouble. But I was getting in trouble in Virginia, so they sent me back, you feel me, to Dago. So when I came back, mom was living in the shelter, you feel me? She was living in shelter with my two little brothers and sister. So when I came back, you feel me, I met this girl. Her name was Marcia, you feel me? We started fucking around. You feel me? Puppy love, you know, little minor shit, you feel me? But come to find out, the bitch had this punk ass nigga on the side, you feel me? So I was like, alright, she told me, you feel me? Like, he wasn't no threat, wooty woo, she told me she was fucking with him before she started fucking with me, but she wanted to fuck with me, and I was like, alright, cool. So we started fucking around. We was young. You know, I mean, I wasn't always playing with it because, you know, we youngsters, we still dealing with feelings and shit. So I was basically, you know, dirty macking the nigga, you feel me, on the bitch. So the bitch stopped fucking with him all the way, you feel me? So we started funking a little bit, you feel me? And then in the midst of all that, it's like, in the midst of all that, Cub moved out to the apartments on 17th. We was living on 12th and Imperial. He moved to 17th and J, you feel me? And then we started moving around, and then finally we moved to the apartments on 17th and J. So I recognized the nigga. So I was like, hey, cuz, ain't your name Bootchie, Wookie Woo? He was like, yeah, Wookie Woo. I was like, hey, didn't you fuck with a girl? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, I used to fuck with that bitch too, Wookie Woo. So like we started talking and shit, and then we started hanging out. And we got cool. Because we did the same thing. Girl was banging Crip, I was banging Crip. You feel me? But I wasn't really from anywhere. His uncles was really from the hood, was really from West Coast. So I started hanging with him because his people was really from the set. So that's how we got connected in. And then I started fucking around down on 12th and Imperial, the weed spot back in the early 2000s before Petco Stadium got built. You feel me? So in the midst of all that, Bootchie's, his brother, Gingest, the one that you chased, you feel me? That punk bitch nigga, he started coming around. You feel me? So, you know, he was picking on, he was bullying us. He was much older and shit. And
he thought he was the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah, he thought he was the leader or whatnot of everybody because he was older. He was like, I was at the time, I was about 13, 14. This nigga was about 18, 19. You feel me? At the time. Bootchie, he was about 12. He was a year younger than me. You feel me? So he was already out there serving weed. So I started serving weed and shit. And me and Bootchie, we got cool because of Jonathan, Sammy, and Jacob and all them. You feel me? So we got cool. So in the midst of all that, we started doing robberies. You feel me? I mean, I ain't gonna talk about all the robberies we did, but I started trusting them. You feel me? We started jumping on shit together. You feel me? With niggas, with cross town niggas, you that ain't from the area. We started jumping on niggas and whooping their ass together. So I started trusting in them. You feel me? I started trusting them. We got super cool. We started doing shit. And then we started making money together. You feel me? So I never thought in a million years that one day this nigga would be the reason why my life changed. You feel me? I mean, I should have already knew me being in that part of life, me being in that lifestyle was going to eventually lead me down the path of prison, of losing my loved ones, you feel me? And people turning on me. So I shouldn't have been surprised, but at that time I didn't really recognize it because all I seen was, oh yeah, this is my homie. Oh yeah, we doing shit together. Oh yeah, you'll never tell him. Oh yeah, we drinking, we smoking, we doing all this shit. We partying, fucking bitches together and all this shit. You feel me? So I'm blinded by all this bullshit. And instead of really seeing the obvious, because he did like snake shit. You feel me? Like he did snake shit. He like his brother would come down there mad, drunk, and shit, tripping.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And Cub would throw little niggas up and throw other little niggas, not me really, because I get on his ass, but he'd throw other niggas up under the bus. So I should have seen that was a sign back then that Cuz is potentially a snitch. Now, I didn't know nothing about his pops. His pops, Big Norman, he was a snitch from the set way before him, so I didn't know it was in his DNA to be a snitch.
So wait, it's generations of them snitching and they just running around?
I guess
cool.
It's genetics. It's in your genetics. You feel me? Like when your father's a bitch, the son is gonna be a bitch. Sometimes, you feel me? But yeah, I didn't even know. So like him turning me in was basically a surprise. Like goddamn, like shit. We've been in situations and Cuz ain't never told on me before. Like why would he tell on me? Like if he would have stayed silent, the nigga know he didn't do it. I did it. So he didn't have to worry about, I guess they would have put it all on him. That's why, he told, you feel me? But, he should have kept a G because I would have never told on him. I would have just rolled it out. But all niggas ain't solid niggas, you feel me? Especially when a person see you in a different way. Like Bootchie, he always feared me in a way. You feel me? He always envied me in a way because I stole 2 bitches from him. You feel me? The first one was Marcia, and the second one was the white girl Nina. That her mom was the manager of the apartments. Big titty Nina. You feel me? Little white girl. Her mom was the manager of the apartments. You feel me? He was fucking with her. And then when she met me, she chose up. You feel me? She chose me instead of him. And that kind of kicked him off too. But he really, no, actually, hold on. It was 3 bitches. I swear to God, on my daughter's life, it was 3 bitches. It was Nina, it was Marcia, and it was a whole bitch named Star. A whole bitch named Star.
So
I swear to God, on my daughter.
So as you analyze it in retrospect, you think he had all that hating in for you because of these bitches? Well, he's just a snitch anyway, but he had that hate in you, so he was able to snitch on you easier.
He had it in him. You feel me? He had it in him. He was just, hiding it. He had it in him because, he had little hater tactics and little hater moves that a nigga didn't really peep out, really. But it was in him. It wasn't just a spur of the moment. It was the nigga had the plan to take me down in all actuality, but he just needed the opportunity. And when the opportunity presented itself, he took the chance to do it. You feel me? And I always believe that. You feel me? Like when I got out of prison, after doing the 8 years, and I seen him, like he was basically running from a nigga. But I was already like on some, man, fuck this nigga. I know if I do anything to this nigga, the police is gonna be I'm going to be the first person the police put on their motherfucking list to interrogate. Feel me? Because I had a stay away order from this nigga. I had a stay away order from his family. Feel me? So I already knew that I was in violation for even contacting this nigga. So I was like, I told him, like, hey man, I ain't finna fuck with you or whatnot. I'm not finna do anything to you. I'm gonna leave it alone. You know, just stay away from me. I'm gonna stay away from you. You feel me? And then as time went on, I started selling drugs again. I started hanging out down there again. And cuz started coming around and acting like shit was sweet with my homies. So me, being me, I warned my homies. I told them, I said, hey, you know this nigga's a snitch. You know this nigga told them, y'all letting this nigga infiltrate the circle, and y'all don't even know this nigga. So when it all came out, Cub was embarrassed. So Cub came up on me and said, hey man, you telling people I told on you? And I said, yeah, I'm telling people you told on me. Nigga, what the fuck you think I'm telling them? I'm warning them. And then Cub got off on me. Bam! Why did he do that? He got off on me and didn't continue. When he stopped and let me get my mindset back, that's when I whooped his ass. I got on that nigga. I whooped his ass so good. Nigga, it was beautiful. I whooped him in front of his girl. I whooped him in front of the security guards that was trying to break it up. I whooped him in front of my two homies that didn't know what to do. You feel me? They was lost. On the set, they was circling around asking me what we supposed to do, what you want us to do. While I'm fighting this nigga, you know what you supposed to do. You supposed to get on this bitch ass nigga with me.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
But I didn't need no help. They seen I ain't need no help because I was whooping him. He was on his back screaming for help. But it would have been nice for my homies to help me stomp this nigga out. You feel me? Because he is a rat. And that's what rats deserve, to be stomped out. You feel me? All snitches deserve to be treated bad. You feel me? No fair ones for a snitch. But yeah, that's how I met that nigga. You feel me? Like he masked it real good. He masked our friendship real good until it was time to really present itself. You feel me? He masked it real good. He really had me psyched. You feel me? He had me psyched for a long time. It was years. Because when I met him in 2001, they took me down in 2005. You feel me? Like August 2005 is when he turned evidence on me. You feel me? So, you know, niggas that do shit to motherfuckers, not intentional, but they doing shit to people.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
And they wonder why a person is trying to be up under them so good. You should pay attention to why a motherfucker want to be up under you after you done did something to them. Because in the long run, they can bring you down. You feel me? Them is the words of the May slogan. You feel me? The time is out, but I'ma holler at you.
What's all his names?
His name is Norman Eugene Klug. And I don't know what Gingest' name is. I think his name is Gingest. That's his brother.
I socked that nigga.
He's a
I
child
beat him up.
molester, a pedophile.
Yeah, I used to chase him up and down the block.
Yeah,
This sucker.
my brother whooped his ass too.
But people that see him will think he the most gangster in the world.
On the set, my big brother whooped his ass. On the set, West Coast 3 O's, FCC. The hood know about it.
They slow.
On the set.
What Norman go by? Damn, too late.